This is a zero base, the base 0, real cover liquid semi-matte. Cover liquid, it says cover liquid. And the brand is Kate Tokyo. I don't think it's a well-known brand. I just bought it in the local pharmacy or convenience. I've been buying random BB creams or foundations in local convenience because I didn't want to commit to a good foundation brand yet. And so far, maybe not perfect, but it works. It covers my skin well. And I use my fingers to blend and put on the foundation. Maybe when I buy a good foundation, I'll buy a brush or sponge. Okay. I started this video silently. I didn't want to talk, but since I started talking about my foundation, let me just quickly explain to you what I did. First, I used this skin lotion. This is I don't know, rice lotion probably, and I don't use it every day, but it's very big volume, so it doesn't it's enough. I don't think I'll be able to finish it all. And then this is the first time I'm trying this lotion, because I had some skin problems before, and I know that usually if I have skin problems, that means I have to change my diet a bit, to eat healthy, to have a healthy amount of sleep, less stress, and so on. And external factors don't usually affect my skin so much. But still, I bought this lotion to try and improve my skin. But this lotion I am using from time to time since I was studying in graduate school here in Japan. When I had severe acne during my grad school, I discovered this lotion. It's so good. It is so good. So when you apply it on your skin, the areas that has some scars, for example, or some acne or some redness, they will react and you will feel a little bit of pain or tingling, but that's okay because it makes your skin super um, smooth to the touch. Like you touch it and you feel it is smooth. So I feel like it really helps. I don't know if it still helps me, but I still buy it. I believe it's good. It smells not so pleasant to me, but as long as it works, it's fine with me. And then I usually don't use any primers or moisturizers, but I've been traveling a little bit lately and my skin gets super dry in other countries. In Japan, I don't suffer from skin dryness, but in other countries I do. And also sometimes I'm breaking out, um, and I also have acne scars and so on. And so my mom gave me this cream, which I used when I was in undergrad, when I had severe acne during my undergrad years, and it also helped me really well. So I don't know if it still helps me because I feel like sometimes when you have severe acne and then some products help you, they don't help you as much as they did before, or you don't maybe see the big difference as you saw before. But still, I believe it should help my skin. So my mom bought it in Kazakhstan, and as if I'm not mistaken, it's made in India. So it says it's made in India, but then it distributed in Kazakhstan, and it helps with acne, with dark um, under eye area, with acne, maybe scars or some discoloration because of acne. And also, if your skin got stretching marks, it can help you as well on your body. So it's not necessarily for face only, it can be used for body as well, but I only use it for my face. So I use it as just as a moisturizer, I guess, like a cream before I apply my foundation, or if I just wash my face, I apply it as well. Okay, now I think my foundation is set, and then I'm gonna use my eyeshadows. This eyeshadows Starry Dawn Addiction Tokyo. I got it as a gift from my friends, yeah, last year. And yeah, so I think almost half is finished already. And I don't have any other eyeshadows. I finished them or I just threw them away because they were so old. I bought my eyeshadow palettes, two palettes, when I was in my first years of graduate school, and it's now almost 4 years, so 5 years since I used them. I decided to just throw them away. I used as much as I could, and the rest I just threw it away because I think they don't even look good on my eye, eyes anymore. Maybe they're dry or something. So later I want to buy some, maybe I want to buy like different kinds of colorful eyeshadows because I like a colorful makeup. But um, to begin with, instead of having just one color, I would like to have at least 4 colors, like a small eyeshadow palette. And but I'll do it later on. And then I also want to buy small brushes for eye makeup. I used to have a brush make makeup brushes for eyeshadow, but and for anything else on my face, like a like a brush set. Um, but again, they also were old, around 5 years, and I decided to throw them away because they were visible changes. And so I use most on my face. I use my fingers a lot. That's it. Maybe it's a weird way to do eye makeup, but there is no other way I can do it because I'd only use this one eyeshadow. Sometimes if I'm tired of the same makeup, I use highlighter, Fenty Beauty highlighter. My sister actually gave it to me. Sometimes I use that as a eyeshadow, but basically I only have 2 things. Alright, now let's do mascara. This is Fenty Beauty mascara. This one is also old. I have another one, but I want to finish this one until there is no way I can use it. I don't know if you can see, but my eyeshadows, it's not just dark blue, it's like um, sparkling blue. I like this um, what's the name? Mascara. I like it because the name is hella thick. It is very juicy. Like when you brush it on your eyelashes, there's lots of product, even though it's already finishing soon. But there's still lots of product, or maybe it's like the consistency is super thick, so it's easy to use it. But because the consistency is a little bit like a wet or thick, and I have a feeling it never fully dries out, or when um, it works with your anything under eye or here, it does color this area. So for example, during the day, I know that I have to like clean it up because it's gonna be dark. There's gonna be dark spots from my mascara. The only way I can prevent it is if I use powder, like setting powder right here or here, basically here around this area, but I tend to not use any setting powder, and I'll explain a little bit why I don't use it. I like to use it sometimes because makes makeup look complete. Yeah. Okay, so next, when I was visiting my sister this holiday, winter holidays, I went to Sephora, and I bought a lot of stuff there, which I'm very happy about because I really enjoy using it right now. I don't regret spending lots of money there. So the first thing I'm proud to show you is this bronzer, Charlotte Tilbury. This I love using bronzers. I actually only had once used bronzer in my life before. When I was in grad school, I bought Fenty Beauty products, and among those products was a bronzer, but it was super small, so I finished it super quickly because I really love using bronzers. Although I don't have it, the time I had it, I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, I like to sculpt my face. Maybe I don't do it correctly. Maybe I should watch more tutorials, but I do it as I remember somebody already explained on the internet. But I know that it's not what people teach you on internet, it's about knowing your face. So maybe I also don't know my face that much. So from day to day, the bronze application changes for me. But usually it's around this area. I try not to go too low here, but if I go, I just use my foundation to correct it. So I use the rest that left on the brush to go up to my forehead here, and then I also bring the rest here. I'm not sure how it looks. Nobody told me it looks orangey here in this area, but maybe it does. But everyone is so um, tolerating my makeup. I just love to use this. Oh, so and then I bought the bronzer brush. As I said, I tend to buy separate brushes for each separate step of my makeup. For example, if I bought this bronzer, then I buy a bronzer brush. So I guess when it's time to buy foundation, I will buy a foundation brush or something like that. Maybe I don't even buy that. I don't know. I'll decide later. And then I also use it a little bit on my nose, like this. Oh, yeah, nose. It's like maybe for nose I should buy another brush, like smaller, because it's a lottery where will be the placement. But we're gonna trust the process, and I'll show you how I correct it later. Also, maybe I just figured maybe when I do my makeup using mirror, maybe it doesn't look so bad. But if I look on my, I'm currently using my phone as a mirror, like from camera, so maybe it looks really bad right now. But it's okay. Yeah, I think it looks really bad. I remember people were saying it's all about blending everything together. So just gonna blend, and I'm gonna use my foundation, or I don't know, color, liquid color, and I'm gonna use on the areas that are too dark now to correct my mistakes. And here, like this. Good. Then harsh lines, I also gonna just use my fingers to do like this. Okay, not bad. And then also here, because it's too low, and here. Here. That's it. Now I need to blend it. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay. And again, I'll use the rest that left on the brush to blend it out, because maybe there's a harsh white line here and I don't want that. Okay. Yes. I've really enjoyed this step to make bronzer. Okay, and the next one I enjoy a lot too. Next one is blush. I think this is the first time I have blush. Super, like right now I see its real color. On the camera it's like orangey red, but in real life it's orangey red. I don't know why. When I just bought it and I tried on my skin, on my hand, it looks so good. But I do see how it looks a little bit orangey on my face, especially when I take pictures. Like when I do it on my skin, it looks pink, right? It looks red, pink, but it looks super orangey later on. Maybe because of the oxidation or something. Yeah, I see it looks a little bit orangey, but I think it looks good with bronzer, so I don't complain. Looks really good with bronzer, and I think it suits my skin, the color of my skin. So no problem with that either. It's just I want maybe to have another um, blush that would be a little bit more pink or more warm or cold, I don't know, red. So it's more darker red, not orangey red. But it looks good, I think. It suits my face color. And then the rest I just bring up and try to blend everything. I believe if I don't have just this blindness, if I put it in other parts of my skin, then it will not look so dramatic. But maybe that's just illusion, because it does look dramatic on my face. I have some blush blindness. I really love using blush. See how much the product can be used here, 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 here. Yeah, I don't think I can finish this super fast. It's like a lot of product here, which I like. So I can use it a lot. That's perfect. I like it. Yes, so I think that's enough of blending everything. Okay, now next step, I wanted just to show you what I have. I have a powder that I bought. I used to have in my grad school, I used to have Fenty Beauty powder, and I also finished that pretty fast. But this time I bought Laura Mercier setting powder because my sister shared it with me and it was so good. But I almost never used it. I maybe used it a little bit, but I don't use it right now because I was traveling and I noticed that when my skin is dry and I don't have any other cream, using setting powder is a mistake because my face becomes just 80 years old grandma's face, which is not true. Yeah, my face maybe is aging, but it's not as bad as when I use this powder when my skin is dry and I don't have any setting spray or like moisturizing sprays or creams, so I don't use it right now. I think I can use it maybe when I have some events or something like that, but on the everyday makeup I don't use it. And then I don't have any other good lip gloss or lip lip gloss or balms or what's that, lipstick. But again, I buy some Konbini drugstore brand and use it. Like this one is already almost over. Okay, that's good. Yes, I like it. Okay, that's it for my makeup. I'm gonna brush my hair and change my clothes and gonna go to work. And before I finish this video, I'm not sure if I'm gonna film anything else. I just wanted to show everyone my makeup, my everyday makeup, and my new products I'm so happy about. And yeah, I'm gonna also show you this one. Last thing, this is the Sol de Janeiro fragrance. This is my third bottle. I got first bottle as a gift from my sister, and that first time, that fragrance, I'm not gonna give you any clues what was the, so each fragrance has a number, and one fragrance, that was my favorite one, first one. Then next time I also I had another fragrance edition from the same company, and that was also good. But this time I was contemplating, should I buy my favorite one, the first one, or should I buy completely new? And I went with a new flavor fragrance, because I like to try a new one. And it's really good too. It also reminds me of Japanese um, fragrances. Not fragrance, but maybe toilet water. Toilet water? What's the name? Like sprays. It really reminds me. It's not so. Yeah, I think it's really similar to the way Japanese people like to use fragrance. So I don't think it makes me stand out too much from the crowd. And yeah. Oh, so the notes here are pink rose, passion fruit, and honey caramel. It's really good. I like it. Okay, that's it. I'll see you maybe later. Okay, I changed. I brush my teeth, brush my hair. It's a little bit still wet, but it's okay. And this is my outfit. Okay, my goal today is to film a little bit. I probably cannot film at my work, but as the title would say on my video, I'm looking for a new job. This is the day one that um, this is the day one since I will be applying for new jobs. I do it as my motivation to keep going, to maybe not keep going, but to start and keep going, to start applying, to start reaching out to people. And maybe in the evening, I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a progress updates. And maybe if I have time during my lunch break, I will also give you some updates, but I will not film it while I'm playing because I can't do it at my work. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.